So, so first of all, thanks for coming for the session, bro, and for which the concept which I've used for Biocon stock. So before going into the Biocon stock to explain, I'll just give you some small basic information of what is that stock. Sorry, what is that concept, so that you will know how what is it. So before proceeding further, kindly I'm just telling about the disclaimer. Anything, whatever I'm saying, it is not 100% sure it will happen. The possibility of happening is high, but it is not like 100% will happen. And the profit and loss, whatever you are incurring, it is up to you. And I cannot be responsible for what you make. I can just guide you on whether this is correct or this is wrong and all those things. And apart from everything, even if I say yes, it is correct, the market is so supreme that it can turn any time upside down. So is that fine? Shall I proceed ahead? Okay. Okay, bro. So I hope you will be knowing this concept already. Anyways, let me give a small brief introduction and then I'll just start it. So the concept, nothing here is concept what I used for finding the Biocon stock, or how did I use that strategy is I was using the indicator which is called as RSI. RSI is nothing but the relative strength index. Just concentrate on the bold characters, whichever I have used. Those are the main things which I'll be saying. That is the main criteria in RSI. So basically, RSI was developed by J. Wallace Wilder. So this RSI is nothing but relative strength index. Basically, the relative strength index will be calculated for two things. For example, two stocks or something like that. When comparing two things, the relative strength index will be calculated. But here in this concept of stocks, it will be considering only the one security. One security means one stock. It will not be comparing two securities. So relative strength index is nothing but a leading momentum indicator. It basically tells about the whether the momentum is strong or not. Now you will have one question. The question will be like, what is momentum? Okay, momentum is nothing but how the stock is moving, whether the stock is moving up or whether the stock is moving down. So it will tell you how the stock is moving. The rate of rise of the price, rise means increase in the price, or the rate of fall in the price, that will tell you the momentum of the particular stock. So basically the formula for RSI is 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus RS. RS is nothing but the relative strength. How to calculate that? We'll just cover all those things. But basically, this is, we need not calculate for each and every stock. This is already available as an indicator. So when you are just clicking on the indicator RSI, this will be updated in your chart. So I think this RSI is already known to you, but just wait patiently for 10 minutes or 15 minutes so that I will tell you the hidden facts. Maybe that also may be known to you, but let me share it, and you will be at least knowing some hidden facts for sure. So the using RSI, it is similar to moving average, but you will not be able to just trade with RSI moving from 40 to 70 or from 80 to 20. We will not be able to move decide a trade based on that movement. So what is special in RSI is RSI will tell you whether the stock is in overbought zone or oversold zone. What is overbought zone? Overbought zone is nothing but the stock was maintaining a upside movement for a longer time. For example, take the example of Reliance. Reliance, even though during the corona and everything came, but still the price from 850 went till 2000. So just imagine how far the RSI would have gone. RSI would have gone way beyond that. Way beyond that means the 70 or 80. Let's check the chart so that will give you some clear understanding. So like this in indicator, if you choose relative RSI, you will be getting it over here. So this is the relative strength index. So if you see over here, the stock started from the 850 level. If you could see, it started from 870 level, and from there, and when the stock started at 870 level, if you see, the price of the RSI was below 30. So whenever the RSI value is below 30, it is called as oversold. Clear? And if you could see, the price started increasing and then started moving very upwards. From 870, it went till near 2170. And if you could see, the RSI is in the upside. That means the RSI was completely in an overbought zone, and that is why it was facing some resistance. So what basically overbought and oversold zone tells you is like, overbought zone tells you that the stock has gone to a long distance and it is long for over a period of time. So further moving up is not possible. It can reverse anytime. And same way, if the stock has headed towards the oversold zone, it has fallen very good. And if the oversold zone is reached, and then the stock can have a potential to reach upside. Here. So how to know whether the stock is an overbought zone? If the RSI value is above 70, then it is called as overbought zone. If the RSI value is below 30, then it is called as oversold zone. Let me show that in this chart. So if you see over here, in this settings, you can keep whatever oversold or oversold value you can keep. So 70 is the overbought value and 30 is the oversold value. So whenever this RSI line is there, right? This line, whenever it comes to RSI value below 30, then the stock is called as oversold zone. Whenever the stock crosses the 70 RSI value, then it is called as overbought zone. So now, let's move on further. Here in this chart, it is clearly shown. See, when this chart comes over at the bottom, we have seen an RSI value of 26.8. And when the chart started moving very high, we could see an RSI value of 81. It faced a huge resistance over there because RSI was in overbought zone, and then it started falling down. Clear? And the same way, when the stock was in RSI oversold region, it started showing a reversal and then it started moving up. Now there will be a question. The question will be, okay, bro, the stock is in overbought zone. The stock is in oversold zone. Fine. But how to know when the reversal will come? Here, that will be a good question each and everyone will be having. Just to see this chart, if you are seeing this chart, in this chart, you could see a bullish engulfing pattern. So whenever a reversal is going to happen, you will see some sort of candlestick pattern changes to happen. Whenever a candlestick pattern changes is happening, and whenever some sort of this sort of candles are seen or hammer candle is seen, that means stock is ready for an upside trend. Clear? It does not mean whenever RSI enters 30, it will show a reversal. It can go till 20 also, it can go till 10 also, and then it can reverse. So how you need to find whether it can reverse or not, that is using the candlestick pattern psychology. You can understand that. Clear? So, bro, tell me whether you have any doubts so that I'll stop and I'll tell you. It's clear. Okay, fine. So now I'm proceeding further. So here, whatever I have explained in the previous chart, they have told here. So RSI is from 0 to 100. No stock will go beyond 100. No stock will go below 0. So 0 to 100 is the very, very wide range. And then whenever the stock crosses 70, it is called as the overbought zone. Whenever the stock goes below 30, it is called as oversold zone. So when you could see the RSI, the price of the stock went below 30, even it made 26.8, and that is where we could see a bullish engulfing pattern, and that is where people will be going long in the trade. And the same way, when the stock started moving up, it went till RSI of 81, which is clearly a overbought zone, and that is where a bearish engulfing pattern was formed, and then the people would have shorted it and the stock fallen down. So this is whatever I've told in the previous chart explaining you, all these were written in this content also. And then here there will be one other question to you. So now let me take this chart. Okay. Now there will be a question. Okay, bro. Will there be for sure reversal whenever the stock enters oversold or overbought zone? That means whenever a stock entering above 70 or whenever a stock entering below 30, for sure reversal is possible. That question will be there. For that, the answer is no. A stock can be in overbought zone from 1 day, 2 days to n number of years, not days, n number of years also. And a stock which is in oversold zone can be there in the same zone for n number of years. It is not mandatory that the stock whenever goes towards the overbought zone or oversold zone can show a reversal. And that is why when I said first time in the disclaimer, whatever I'm telling you, the possibility of occurring is higher, but that doesn't mean 100% sure that it will happen. So the same way, the stock whenever enters an overbought zone, there is a possibility of reversal, but it does not mean it will get reversed every time. Clear? I will show you an example for that also. Even in this, I have given a clear-cut example. One stock is Eicher Motors. Eicher Motors, it was more than a year. It was showing 100% in RSI. Eicher Motors were continuously long. No possibility of shorting opportunity was given. It was giving 100% RSI in entire year. And one stock for oversold zone is Suzlon. Suzlon Energy, from a very big level, it started falling down and it generated 34% of fall, and that stock was in oversold zone for a longer time. And once again, I'm repeating, even though the stock was so bullish, even though the stock was so bearish, the possibility of crossing 100 and possibility of crossing 0 is not at all possible. So the range of RSI is 0 to 100. Above 70, it is called as overbought. Below 30, it is called as oversold. So this was an example of an old example. Let me show you some other examples also. For example, you can take Yes Bank, whether the RSI will be at a very lower zone, I feel. And even Reliance is at upper zone only. So all these